Remember the HOTWAV Cyber 7 we did before? We were so impressed by that rugged phone with the look of a gaming phone. Today we have a new phone in the HOTWAV Cyber series, the Cyber 9 Pro, which is a bit like the Cyber 7 but a bit different, so come with me and check out what it has to offer. The packaging is not much different from the Cyber 7 except for a charger and charging cable inside. The screen protector that comes with it has been attached to the screen for you, which is very thoughtful. The overall design of Cyber 9 Pro is a bit different from the Cyber 7, although all four corners are wrapped in rubber and the frame is made of metal on both sides. The back has become simpler. The bumpy edges have become lesser and there is a glossy material in the middle that extends from the lens to the logo. I'm not sure if the glossy material is plastic or glass, but it does feel premium to touch. Even though the back is made of rubber, it still makes a shiny feel. The SIM card slot can be directly picked out by hand and can be used for micro SD cards. The SIM card holder of the Cyber 9 Pro is not very friendly to users with short nails. And it is not as good as Cyber 7 to pull out. Considering the infrequent SIM and micro SD card changes, I don't think it's a big problem. Side fingerprint recognition, custom shortcuts, and so on are all standards on these rugged phones. So compared to the Cyber 7, the Cyber 9 Pro may be more suitable for users who prefer a lower profile. The Cyber 9 Pro as a rugged phone, the durability of the phone is certainly not a concern. Protection like IP67 waterproof, dustproof is definitely standard. You can shoot underwear. It also supports shockproof, which ensures that there will be no damage even if you drop it from a high place. You can see the phone after we dropped it many times. Even if it's a little bit dirty, it still works fine. And dirty at any time can be cleaned with water. Very convenient. The rugged phone can ensure that you will not delay important things in a harsh outdoor environment because of the damage of the phone, which is the most important meaning of the existence of the rugged phone. Cyber 9 Pro, in addition to the Cyber 7, also has freezer and child mode. I found that tool bag in the wearing function to do quite comprehensive. In addition to having a warning bell and a flashing light warning, there is also a screen color flashing feature. This makes it very easy to notice that you have an emergency going on. Of course, I hope everyone never has to use this feature. The Cyber 9 Pro has only 3 lenses, a 48 megapixel main camera, a 5 megapixel macro camera, and a 2 megapixel blur camera. And we don't expect much from a rugged phone as long as it can capture objects clearly. And when we follow this requirement, the Cyber 9 Pro does a pretty good job. To give you a clear photo, Cyber 9 Pro doesn't go overboard with noise reduction. The upside is the most of the time you get a photo with plenty of detail. If you really feel a bit too much noise at night, the night mode allows you to take photos with less noises at night. Bokeh mode can also help you to bokeh the background to get a photo that highlights the subject. The problem of weak highlight control that exists in Cyber 7 before was fixed in Cyber 9 Pro. Overexposure is much less of a problem. Macro lens allows you to take more fun photos. The cost is that the quality of the photo is definitely not as good as the main camera. It's definitely a shame that the Cyber 9 Pro lacks an ultra wide angle lens this time, but you can also use panorama mode to shoot magnificent landscape, which is also considered a remedy to HOTWAV. The Cyber 9 Pro speakers are not on the bezels, but on the back. The benefit is that it won't obscure it when you are watching videos or playing games, and it's very loud, ensuring that you can hear the audio content even in very noisy outdoor environments. The Cyber 9 Pro is equipped with the MediaTek's 12nm Helio P60 processor, which is an intro processor and is weaker than the Cyber 7's Dimensity 700. The Antutu bench score is 220,000 and 3D Mark bench score is 657. Look at the bench score to know that it's unlikely to play large games, so here we test only one PUBG. Smooth graphics, high frame rate can be stabilized at 30 frames per second. A stable frame rate means that at least you won't give up playing PUBG games because you can't stand the lag. And the weaker performance means less power consumption, although the battery is a little bit smaller than the Cyber 7. The 75 milliamp hour battery capacity is much larger than any other phone on the market. 20 minutes of PUBG only consumes 30% of the power. Even if you love to play games, Cyber 9 Pro can be used for 3 or 4 days with a full charge. In conclusion, HOTWAV Cyber 9 Pro is actually not an upgrade of Cyber 7, but a simpler version of it. It's weaker than the Cyber 7 in terms of processor, camera system, battery, etc., but it has a more premium appearance and a lower price. I don't know exactly how much it costs, but based on the fact that it does average in all aspects, I think Cyber 7 Pro should be HOTWAV's product to enable more people to get a good value for money rugged phone. If you're on a budget and you want a rugged phone that is not bad in every way, I would recommend it. Well, that's all for today's video. I'm James and I'll see you in the next video.